So last week we started looking at the ukulele, learning a couple of chords. This week what I want to do, we're going to look at specific tunes, and one of which that we started was Ode to Joy. Now we had a quick look during the lesson, but what I want to do today is actually play through this melody together. So we're going to play through it quite slowly, line by line, and then we're going to try and put the whole thing together, and eventually I'll play the backing and I'd like you to try and play the melody over with me. Okay, so we're going to start at the top line, and that will be on screen right now. What I want you to do is just take your time with it, look through the through what notes you're going to be playing, try and look ahead a couple of notes so you're always prepared for what's coming next. Let's try that together. I'm going to keep a slow tempo. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, around that. I'm going to start now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great, so that was our top line. Let's try that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, line 2. It's almost the same. The last 3 notes are different, though. Let's have a quick look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more time. I'll count in. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's have a look at line number 3. We're introducing eighth notes here, but it shouldn't be too difficult. You're only basically doing a very short trill off the open first string and first fret. So just that. But I'm sure we got through it last week. We'll get through it today. All right, so let me count in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy enough. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then our last line, line 4, it's almost the same as the first 2 lines. It is identical actually to line number 2, so I'm sure we'll get through that really quickly. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the whole piece. So what I'm doing there with my right hand, you feel free to use your thumb, plectrum, or your fingers as I am. I'm alternating between my first and second finger. What we're going to try and do now is play the whole piece in one go, and we'll do that at around the same tempo that we just practiced those lines at, and then we'll try it at full speed. So let's try that now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I realize that may seem, it's very constant, so it seems a lot faster than it really is, but with practice you should be able to play it around that speed, right? The full speed, let's give that, it goes a bit quicker than that. So chords much faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's take a look at the second part of our lesson, which is going to be on O When the Saints. Now, we did have a look at this last week, and we managed to play the chords, and we managed to play the melody line. So what I'd like to try and do today is we're going to play through the chords together, and we're also going to play through the melody line. And then as part of the email attachment, I'll send you a backing track with both a repeat of the tabs and also a backing track with the whole playthrough, so the melody and the chords together, but also one with just the melody and just the chords. So you'll have 3 in total there. And of course one for Ode to Joy, so you can practice that too. Anyway, let's have a look at O When the Saints. So you've got repetitive riff in the beginning, which is, well, a hook, I guess you'd call it. And we'll just play through that 3 times in the beginning, but it's pickup bar. Pickup bar. So what we do is you're not just counting into 4 and then starting on 1. You're counting in 4 and 1, and then we start on the 2 on beat number 2. So that would sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. So that was actually the first 2 lines I played there. So yeah, you can hear that hook. Happens 3 times, and then we've got these lovely half notes there, starting with your 4th string, 2nd string, 3rd string, 2nd string, and then finishing there on the A. Is that an A? That's not a C. It's a D. So you've got those lovely half notes there where you're playing the 4th string, 2nd string, 3rd string, 2nd string, and then finishing on the D note there, which is on the 2nd fret of your C string. So let's try and play that together. So remember, you're doing the pickup bar, so you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, starting on beat 2. So let's do that together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. So that last note there, the D, that's a whole note, so it lasts for a whole bar, 4 beats. Let's have a look at the second part of the piece of music. So we're starting on line 3, and we'll try and play through line 3 and 4 at the same time there as well. So you can see there's lots of open string notes here. Similar idea in terms of where we start in the first bar of line 3 there, because we're starting on beat 2 again. So I'll play through it, and then you can sort of see what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Alright, so what's happening there is we've got the first beat is a rest, and then you're playing open 2nd string twice. You've got your D note again, and then C. Now, if you can see on the second bar of the 3rd line, you've got a dotted half note. So that means it's not 2 beats anymore. The whole value of the note is now 3 beats. So what that little dot means on the half note is that you add half the value of the note onto it again. So 50% onto it again. So instead of it lasting 2 beats, it's 3. So for that, for the first 2 bars there, you're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what you've got there, you've got the same note twice, but you're counting for 3 beats, 2, 3, 4, and then you're playing onto the 2nd string. So let's try that 3rd line together again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So same thing there, 3 beats on that note as well. Okay, and then the next line, which ties the whole song together there, we're finishing off, starting on beat 2 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Easy as pie. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. Cool. Right, let's try and play the whole piece together. We're sticking to that tempo for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. 2, 3, 4, 1. So now we're going to take a quick look at how to play the chords. Now, for most of it, it's the same rhythm all the way through. And let me start by teaching you the rhythm. So it's kind of a nice swung feel. It's a happy tune. So let me just play that for you now. It's this really nice, lazy rhythm. So what you've got there is this repetitive phrase of down, down, up, but it's swung. And the way you get into that is you're starting with, you've got a strum down on beat 1, down, 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 down. I hate this bit. I'm just trying to visualize writing it down. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. So what I'm doing there is I'm starting my bar with a downstroke, down, and I'm going down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, and that just keeps going for every single bar. So although we're starting on a down, 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 the bar starts with that downstroke. Right, so let's have a quick look at our chords. So you'll have chord diagrams on your screen right now for the C chord here, and then you've got the G7 chord, followed then by a C7 and an F, and those are all the chords that we need. And then what I'll do is, as we're playing through, you'll see the chord diagram pop up and you'll know what chord to play. And also it's on the tab sheet if you want to have a look at that, make it a bit easier. So let's try and play the chords together there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Alright, my lovely assistant Tomlin will help me by playing the melody line as I'm playing the chords. So, are you ready? Mm-hmm. Alright, so pick up bar first and then I'll come in with the chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Right, so that will give you a rough idea. Now we're just sort of jamming there. But thank you very much, Tomlin. So what I'll do is I'll give you both sides of that backing track. So you'll either have a metronome and the melody, so you can play the chords and the melody with it if you prefer. And also you'll get a track with just the chords and the metronome, so you know where to play the melody over the top. Anyway, great work. I am looking forward to our next lesson. Take care.